live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Communities across the South and Midwest are reeling after a massive outbreak of severe weather. Volunteers from Illinois drop everything to lend a helping hand. Millions of worshipers celebrate a religious holiday. We look at one of Our Lady of Guadalupe Day festivities not too far from home.
The children also get to feel more included in the Christmas events.
State line kids who might have a little trouble in the traditional setting of meeting Santa get a special treat. The sensory-friendly photo op is making the holidays fun for everyone. Good evening, I'm Hannah Zettel. Alexis Carpello is off tonight. Catastrophic is how authorities are describing what happened this weekend at the Amazon warehouse in Edwardsville, Illinois. The Madison County Coroner's Office has identified the workers who lost their lives in the devastating event. Ella Erby has more.
28-year-old DeAndre Morrow, 62-year-old Kevin Dickey, 29-year-old Clayton Cope, 34-year-old Etheria Hebb, 46-year-old Larry Verdon, and 26-year-old Austin McEwen. These are the people who lost their lives as a result of Friday's tornado.
We just really want to express our deepest condolences to the family members of those who were lost in this terrible tragedy. We lost 6 members of the Amazon family, and we're doing everything we can to support them. We're reaching out to those family members ourselves, and we want to make sure that we're taking really good care of them.
Images of the aftermath of the deadly tornado are indescribable.
Watching that tornado come down and then just go right back up was spine shaking.
At least 45 Amazon employees made it out safely from the rubble of the 500,000 square foot facility, according to the Edwardsville fire chief. Authorities had given up hope of finding more survivors as they shifted from rescue to recovery efforts that were expected to last days. Director of Media Relations for Amazon, Kelly Nantel, says they have made a $1 million donation to the Edwardsville Community Foundation to deploy resources and help this community get back on its feet.
Our focus really has been taking care of our staff, our employees, and our partners, and making sure they have what they need. We've been taking care of transportation, making sure that they have food and water and all of those resources, trying to stay in communication with them about everything that's going on.
That was Ella Erby reporting. It'll take weeks and a lot of volunteers to get communities impacted by these storms back on track. People from across Illinois have answered the call to help. Rachel Perry spoke with the Illinois Red Cross, and Rachel, the group has already dispatched volunteers.
Hannah, Red Cross volunteers are already responding to several counties in southern Illinois that were hit. Now the list of volunteers is growing as they prepare to send people to help in Kentucky.
Can you imagine if this was your family, if this was your house that was flattened by a tornado?
Tornadoes leave homes in shambles and people with nowhere to go, prompting an emergency response from the Illinois Red Cross.
So to see something as severe as these tornadoes, this is why we have all of these volunteers on call at the ready, trained up, ready to respond.
Red Cross volunteers are working on damage assessments, setting up shelters, and providing resources to people in need. Holly Baker is the communications manager for the American Red Cross of Illinois. Despite the holidays approaching, Baker says the organization is dedicated to helping.
Disasters happen at inconvenient times. We can't always plan for this. So that's why the Red Cross is there, to help people prepare for, respond to, and recover from disasters, big and small.
Now Baker is going to Kentucky to help volunteers there.
If I have to leave my family for a few days to go help a family be reunited with theirs, I will do that.
But Baker says seeing disasters happen so close to Christmas will never get easy.
It's definitely a very heavy feeling, so that's why we really make sure to make our shelters the most welcoming place that they can be. Everyone is welcome at a Red Cross shelter.
She tells me images like these show the devastation severe weather can cause.
We can see the images coming out of the affected areas are really powerful. And I don't see how anybody who sees that wouldn't want to help in some way.
Baker says volunteers will stay in both Illinois and Kentucky for as long as they are needed. For more information and to get involved at the Red Cross, head to mystateline.com. Hannah?
Thanks for that report, Rachel. American author Anne Rice has passed away. Rice died Saturday night due to complications from a stroke. The Gothic novelist was widely known for her best-selling novel, Interview with the Vampire, which was later adapted into a movie. A private service is expected to be held in New Orleans at a family mausoleum. Rice was 80 years old. Across the world, millions of Catholics are celebrating Our Lady of Guadalupe Day. The annual celebration at the Shrine of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Des Plaines is underway. Fireworks and music filled the air last night as thousands of pilgrims gathered at the shrine to pay tribute to the Virgin Mary. Prayers lasted all night, culminating in a midnight mass, and the celebration carried over into this morning. Santa Claus makes a special visit to the state line. The big guy sat down with local kids and families with special needs. Cherryvale Mall teamed up with Autism Speaks for the return of Santa Cares. The mall opened early so there wouldn't be Christmas shopping traffic during the sensory-friendly event. Lights and music were turned down to make sure everyone could comfortably get a picture with Santa. Organizers say the event is a prime example of making the holidays more inclusive.
It gives them the opportunity to feel like they're a little more normal, to be able to say, oh, we can't visit Santa because my son or daughter can't stand in line. But this way they've had that opportunity to visit Santa.
15 families signed up for a slot to meet Santa this morning. Eyewitness News wants to recognize the remarkable women in our community. You can help by nominating a woman who has made a tremendous difference in self-achievement, community contribution, or family impact. To enter, go to mystateline.com, click on the Community tab, then the Remarkable Women button. President Joe Biden and U.S. allies around the world are warning Russia against further aggression toward Ukraine. Our Washington correspondent Alexandra Limon reports the world is preparing for the worst. Eyewitness News is keeping you connected to the nation's capital.
Good evening. As tensions increase between Russia and Ukraine, the G7 countries are now warning Russia of severe consequences if it attacks Ukraine. President Biden says he's sending a clear message to Russian President Vladimir Putin.
If he moves on Ukraine, the economic consequences for his economy are going to be devastating.
Russia has built up almost 200,000 troops along its border with Ukraine, and Ukraine may not be able to defend itself against a Russian invasion. The Biden administration says the U.S. has an obligation to defend our allies.
Our strong preference would be for a more stable, predictable relationship with Russia. But if Russia continues to take reckless and aggressive actions, we will respond.
And Secretary of State Tony Blinken says the U.S. isn't the only country ready to take action.
The G7 countries, they are equally resolute, and we've made clear as well that there would be massive consequences if Russia commits renewed acts of aggression against Ukraine.
Former U.S. Ambassador to the Ukraine, William Taylor, says there's a chance Putin could be bluffing.
Moving these troops up for purposes of trying to intimidate President Zelensky or President Biden or NATO.
But if Putin is seriously considering invading Ukraine, Taylor says the consequences for Russia would be severe.
The number of Russian troops that would die would be very large, and Ukrainians as well. He would also lose, for example, that pipeline that is so important to him from Russia to Germany.
There are also fears that if Russia does invade Ukraine, that could embolden other countries, and then China could seize Taiwan. Reporting in Washington, Alexandra Limon.
Join the Eyewitness News team Wednesday in the 6 a.m. hour. As part of our commitment to uplifting education in the area, we'll be exclusively announcing the finalists for the 2022 Golden Apple Awards. We'll reveal all 20 nominees throughout the hour. That's starting at 6 a.m.
Well, good evening, everyone. It was a pleasant weather day for us here across the state line, but not only did we experience temperatures well above normal, we saw some pretty breezy conditions, and we'll keep some of that wind around tonight, and that will allow us to stay above normal for our region. But here's a look at the day planner. It shows that we have temperatures that will likely be in the low 40s as we head toward 6 p.m. and then eventually as we head toward midnight, we'll be in the upper 30s with clear conditions across our region. Now, the Mercy F Skytrack weather camera shows that the sun has set across our region, but we're not dealing with any rain and very few clouds out there, and those clouds will continue to thin out across our region. When we take a look at the satellite radar, we can see some of those clouds moving across parts of our region, but really not a whole lot going on in terms of precipitation, but we are still pretty warm. Take a look at these temperatures. We are anywhere from the low 40s toward the mid 40s at this hour. 44 degrees in Rockford, 42 in Freeport, 41 in Galena, and Rochelle at 38 degrees. Eventually, we'll all be in the lower 30s and mid 30s as we head throughout the night, and that'll be actually above normal for us for this time of year. And that'll be doing parts of strong wind out of the south. You see the wind now anywhere from 3 to about 18 miles per hour. So we have some pretty breezy, if not windy conditions out there. And as we take a look at temperatures going forward, we will be in the upper 30s as we head toward midnight. But then as we head toward tomorrow morning, we'll likely start out in the low to mid 30s. And that'll be at least 10 to potentially 15 degrees above our normal lows for this time of year. Now, when we look ahead to Monday afternoon, we'll notice another pleasant day. Temperatures likely near 50 degrees with lighter wind out there. And as we look ahead to what's on the way temperature-wise this week, temperatures are going up. Here's a look at today's high. We saw temperatures reach 49 degrees. Tomorrow, we're expecting a high near 50 degrees. Tuesday will likely be in the low 50s. But then Wednesday, that is the big difference. We're talking about temperatures well into the 60s, well above normal for this time of year. And it's all due in part to our current weather setup that's on the way. And as we look at that setup, here's a look at midweek. The jet stream will be well to our north. That will allow a lot of heat to build across the middle of the country and even into Illinois. And so that's why we're talking about a lot of warmth being out there as we head toward Wednesday and really warm throughout the early part of this week. But you see a dip in the jet stream across the western United States. This dip will slowly push east, and as it does so, it'll start to bring a few storms across our region that will slowly cool us off as we head into the weekend. Now, as we look at weather-wise in terms of precipitation, we have a limited rain threat as we head toward early Wednesday. I think more than anything, we'll be dealing with wind and warmth. But as we look ahead to late Wednesday into Thursday, we will have a cold front moving across our region. This front will bring us rain showers, and so we're talking about wet weather overnight into Thursday morning. And then it gets even colder. By the time we get to Friday, we're looking at potentially snow across parts of the state line as we head toward late Friday into Saturday morning. So we do have warmth to start the week, but then we'll cool off into the weekend. Now tonight we're down to 34 degrees, a clear sky, breezy, definitely above normal for this time of year. And as we take you to the 7-day forecast, we want to point out that we're talking about temperatures rising throughout the first half of the week. By Wednesday, we'll likely be warm and windy, temperatures in the mid 60s. But then rain arrives late Wednesday into Thursday, and we slowly start to cool off into the weekend with snow chances Saturday.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with David Greenberg.
Just a few hours away from the Bears and Packers primetime matchup tonight on Sunday Night Football. It's the 204th time these two teams will take the field together. Packers have a slight lead in the all-time series, 102-95-6, but in recent years they have dominated. Aaron Rodgers is 21-5 all-time against the Bears. He's played 13 of those at home and is 11-2 when playing at the frozen tundra. That's exactly where tonight's matchup will be. It'll be the first time Justin Fields will start at Lambeau. Packers come in as 12.5-point favorites. The over-under is 43. In Jacksonville, James Robinson was a point of conversation this week after it appeared he'd been benched for fumbling against the Rams. Jags quarterback Trevor Lawrence came to Robinson's defense, saying he needs to be out there and needs to be used more. Today, the Jags got shut out by the Titans 20-0. Robinson finished with just 6 carries for 4 yards. Why Urban Meyer does not use him more makes no sense to me. Shorthanded Bulls lost again last night, 118-92 to the Miami Heat. And when you thought things couldn't get worse for them, they do. Yesterday, after Ayo Dosunmu and Stanley Johnson became the 6th and 7th players on the team to enter the league's health and safety protocol, Zach LaVine and Troy Brown were added this morning. That makes it 9 Bulls players out due to COVID. Here's the entire list: Kobe White, Javonte Green, Matt Thomas, Derek Jones Jr., DeMar DeRozan, Stanley Johnson, Ayo Dosunmu, and now Zach LaVine and Troy Brown. NBA teams need 8 active players for games. Otherwise, they will be forced to postpone. The Bulls currently have 9 active and cannot risk to lose any more, whether it's from COVID or other injury. Blackhawks lost a heartbreaker last night. They scored the opening goal to take a 1-0 lead, but quickly fell behind 4-1 despite going down big, though. The Hawks did eventually tie it up 4-4, but they lost in remarkable fashion after the puck takes a crazy bounce here, comes right in front for David Kemp, who puts it in for the game winner. But despite the loss, Derek King said he was proud of the way his team battled back.
I think we were a little sleepy at the start, and that cost us a little bit, but I told them, keep your heads up. You came back, you battled, you didn't give up, and it was just a fluky bounce. Nothing you can do.
Meanwhile, the Ice Hogs picked up a win over the Henderson Silver Knights 2-1 last night, but the storyline was the record number of stuffed animals thrown for their annual teddy bear toss. Ice Hogs collected 4,753 stuffed animals to donate to charity. Love to see the Hogs having that success both on and off the ice.
Marcus is back. I'm so excited for that mid-60s day.
Yeah, but then it looks like there's some snow coming a little bit after that, so it's not lasting long.
Yeah, but we can at least enjoy it for a little bit, right?
Look on the bright side.
I'm being nice.
David's like, we can't enjoy it, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, as we talk about the weather, we will get a couple of nice days leading up to that mid-60s day on Wednesday. So that's something you can look forward to. And even tonight will be above normal. Temperatures only down to 34 degrees with a clear sky. A great night to view the stars. Looking ahead to tomorrow, we'll see temperatures near 50 degrees with mostly sunny conditions to start. Then it will be breezy with a few more clouds in the afternoon. 7 days shows that, well, we'll be warming up and we'll potentially be setting records Wednesday, but we have rain and cooler weather Thursday and then getting cold into the weekend.
All right, thanks, Marcus. And thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.